people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching the last video. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. I really do appreciate. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the lovely comments. Thank you for supporting me. God bless you. So today I would be sharing my relocation story with you guys. I just want you guys to know why I relocated and how I have survived, like share some tips with you guys that has helped me survive. Because oftentimes I see videos of people talking about their struggles relocating from maybe like the western part of the world to their home country, maybe somewhere in Africa, you know, and then people talk about the struggle, how it has been and all of that. But for me, reverse is the case. I moved from Nigeria to the United States and it's a struggle. I'm sure that some people on this same page with me, like people in Diaspora, come to the comment section below and share your own story. Like, it's been a struggle for me. So let's just get started. So I relocated to the United States because I got married and my husband lives here, so I had no choice than to move here with him. And I remember it's so funny, the day I came and then I called my mom and I'm like, oh, mommy, I've landed and everything. And she's like, oh gafue, now what for you? At the airport, of course, they followed me to the airport and all. And she's like, now what for you? When you just checked in, you were just going. You didn't even look back to wave at us and all of that. You know, I didn't realize until she said it. She's like, you didn't even look back. That you were just going until they didn't see me anymore. I shall do, you know, that kind of thing. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. That is not my fault. Don't blame me. I was eager to go and see my husband. People, help me judge. How is it my fault? I was married for 6 months then. 6 months, yeah. We had been married for 6 months. And I had not seen my husband. And he left 4 days after our wedding. 4 days. Imagine. I know some people have gone, like, people like in such situations, they'll go like a year, 2 years, 3 years and not see their spouse, you know. I know it's not easy. So 6 months for me too was like a big deal. I just got married and my husband left me 4 days after the wedding. So it was not even about the relocation for me, you know. It was not about me going to come in here. It was about me just being with my husband. Do you understand? So I apologize and I'm like, Emma, you know, it's not my fault. I was just eager. I was eager to do the marriage stuff, like when you're married, you cook for your husband, all those things, you know. It didn't happen. It was just around me for 4 days, and the 4 days we were somewhere. We were not even, there was no house anyways, because the house is here, you know. So I was just eager to go with my husband and all of that. So, and people that know me well, they know I always say this: I never want to live abroad. Like I always say, the vacation thing is fine for me, but living here, But what can I do? Fate has brought me here. So here am I. So I just wanted to share some tips with you guys. Some tips that I think has helped me to survive. Like I said, it's a struggle for me because I'm somebody that is used to being around my family. I have always been around my family. Apart from my dad, yeah. Every other person, my mom and my siblings, like I'm used to being around them. When I was in school, of course, I'll go back home. You just spend maybe like 1 month, 2 months, I'm back home, you know, and all of that. And then before I came here, I was working in Abuja. So I was in Abuja for almost 2 years. Yeah, almost 2 years. And I was always going to Lagos, you know, and then all of that. So I was still like around them. It wasn't like separated like that, you know. We're not all that. Apart from this one that just happened, you know. And then this one, it's been really tough, like year 1, year 2, I didn't see my siblings, I didn't see my mom, you know, and all of that. But what can we do? So I decided to just share some of the tips, how I have survived, what I've done to help me, and I hope it will help somebody that's been here and then still struggling with, you know, settling and all of that, and then somebody that is relocating soon. It doesn't have to be here, it could be anywhere, it could be out of state where you are, and then it could be another country, you know. So I just thought I should just share with you guys what my surviving tips. First thing I'll say is, before you leave wherever you are, before you leave the country you are, your home country or wherever it is that you are, be mentally prepared. that was zero for me. I was not prepared mentally. Like I said earlier, the only thing on my mind was, I'm going to meet my husband, let me go and live with my husband. I didn't even process it in my head, like, come girl, you won't be seeing anybody for a long time. You won't be seeing your parents, you won't be seeing your siblings, you won't be seeing your friends, you won't be seeing your church people, you know, for a very long time. I'm like, I didn't think about all those things. What was on my mind was, I'm going to meet my husband, I'm going to live in my house as a married woman, you know, that kind of thing. That was the only thing in my head. So I wasn't prepared mentally. But I say to anybody that is struggling now or that is planning to relocate, prepare yourself mentally. Just have it in your mind that, okay, this is a new journey for me. I'm going to start, like you're starting life afresh. It's not even like it is, because you're starting afresh. Everything is new. If you start working, it's a new atmosphere. It's a new system. It's just different from where you're coming from, for me, you know, and for any other person, I'm sure. So be prepared mentally. Just know that this is a new phase for me. This is a new beginning for me. Process it in your head. Deal with whatever thought comes, all the questions that comes to your head, answer them, you know. Just prepare your mind mentally. Prepare yourself mentally, rather. Prepare yourself mentally. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know what I was signing up for. Yes, that's it. I didn't know what I was signing up for, because when I remember I came in on a Friday. Yeah, I came in on a Friday. Sunday and Saturday we I think we're home, and then later in the evening we just went out to chill, you know. Sunday we went to church. Church was beautiful. Like, church is something that helped me survive too again. The church, oh my God, I'll come back to that. We went to church on Sunday, and then Monday my husband was getting ready to go to work. I'm like, really? And then at the time my husband was in the army, and that was one of the reasons why he just spent 4 days after the wedding. You know, there was no time and everything. They didn't really give him time. So he was in the army. So we're in this small town that everything was just military. Like, the base is like the main thing in that town. I don't know if I'm not mistaken. I think I heard that base is like the 3rd largest one in America. Like, it's a very huge one. They have thousands of people inside that base. So that's like the main thing in the town. So it's like a military town, boring. There was nothing and all of that. So Monday, August started going to work. I'm like, really? They couldn't even take like 1 week or 2 weeks off. Like, you've not been with your wife, you just got married and everything. Like, you'd have taken. I was like, God, don't worry, we'll make out time with this one. So brother left, and I was in the house all by myself. I was still, day one, I was still feeling like arranging it. All the things that he did, I was rearranging. Like, no, I want this one to be here. The kitchen, my business. I'm like, okay, I want this one to be here. I was still keeping myself busy. Day 2, day 3, I started getting bored. You're not going anywhere. At the time, we had one car. I could not even drive immediately anyways. I could not drive immediately, so I was just home, and then we go for weekly service. I was always happy going to church. You know that scripture that says, I was glad when they said, let us go to the house of the Lord. Oh my God. I was always glad, because that's the only place where I see people. That's the only place where I see people like me, people of like minds. You get, like, because we're going to a redeemed church, so it's like we Africans and everything, you know. So I'll just be home, nothing, phone, and then I'll call, make phone calls. WhatsApp will not even help matters. The network in Nigeria, by the time you call, what you have said 2 hours ago, the person is just replying. You'll be like, I've said this one since now, you know, all this kind of. Well, so another thing I'll say is communication, because I think I already jumped into it. Communication. When you get wherever you're going, try as much as possible to keep in touch. Keep in touch with people. Keep in touch with your family. Keep in touch with your friends, your colleagues, because trust me, you don't want to lose those relationships. Because the moment you get here and then you start working, or wherever it is that you are, anyways, why am I sounding like it's just here? Wherever it is that you find yourself, and then you start working and everything, you get overwhelmed with work, and then before you know it, you start forgetting people. 1 week, you've not spoken to your people. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, like that, and then people start saying, he has gone, he has traveled, he has abandoned us. You know, people are fast to say things like that to conclude, you know. But family is very important. Family and your close friends, keep in touch. When I came here, the state I was, we were 7 hours behind Nigeria. So by the time I'm waking up, like, you guys are far gone. The people in Nigeria, they've gone. Like, some of them have even closed from work, yes. and then me, I'm just starting my day, you know, they're already tired, someone is stuck in traffic, going back home from work and everything. Just try as much as possible to keep in touch with your family members, keep in touch with your friends. It helps a lot. Another thing I would say is try as much as possible to bring home where you are. When I say bring home where you are, is things you do at home, things you do back home. Try as much as possible to bring it where you are now. Hang out with friends, play games, the kind of games you guys play back home, play them. Then another thing is, even like for me, an example, another thing I try as much as possible to do just to feel like I am home is to watch our Nollywood people. Even those, most times, I'm sorry guys, but most times it doesn't always make sense, or the stories, they're just the same thing, just with different actors and actresses. But I'll still watch it just for me to feel like I am home. Then eat the food from home, cook food from home. Don't just come here and start eating everything that they eat. Try and still keep those things, you know. And then another thing I'll say is try as much as possible to explore where you are and connect with your country people. Like, it was helpful for me because where I was, it was a military town, but we had so many foreigners, we had so many Africans, a lot of Nigerians, and then we had Nigerian association. Trust me, Nigerian association, there's always one thing or the other. It's either we're doing Independence Party or we're doing Christmas party, there's always one party. So that helped a lot, and then people gather, you know, that African vibe and everything, the vibe that we're always looking for, we get it there. When you're in such parties, trust me, you even forget that you're not at home because they're playing our songs, we're dancing everything that they're dancing now in Nigeria, you know, all those kind of things. So it just makes you feel home and everything, feel like, okay, you're not missing anything back home, you know. So try, when we do all those Nigerian parties, guess what, we have a lot of other African people there. We have Ghanaians there, we have people from Kenya, people from Ghana and from Cameroon and all of that, you know. Just everybody just like to be around Africans, you know, just feel the African vibe. So just try as much as possible to look for associations like that and then connect yourself with people so that you can enjoy it more anywhere you find yourself. Because this place, okay, why do I keep saying this place? Well, let me just speak for myself. This place is boring. You might not even know your next door neighbor, and we're not used to that kind of life in Nigeria. Like, it's not like I'm even an outgoing person. I don't really go out. But when I'm in Nigeria, when I was in Nigeria, you can even just say, oh God, I'm tired, I'm bored, let me just go to my cousin's house. You know those kind of things. You can just, but yeah, even friendship, oh my God, friendship is even expensive. Friendship is expensive because you meet this new friend. Maybe you guys go for a party and then you meet this friend. Hey, I came from Chicago. This one say I came from Dallas. Like, okay. And you want to keep in touch and all of that. You can call and everything. Not everybody is a calling phone person. Somebody like me. I'm not somebody that knows how to call and be talking like that. You know, only when it's very important or when I have to, you know. So, and then the person says, I live in Chicago. And then you calculate your flights fare to Chicago. It's like on top what, you know, that kind of thing. But in Nigeria, at least, even if you have friends in Ibadan, it's just 1.5 hour drive and then you are there. But yeah, everywhere is far in America. Everywhere is far. Even in the same states, you're living in Texas, I'm living in Texas, you're in Houston, I am in Austin. It's far, you know. So it's just very, very crazy. Friendship expensive. Anybody that is abroad, or let me say here, and the person is still keeping in touch with you, the person, trust me, that person loves you and that person doesn't want to lose that relationship. I'm not speaking for myself, I'm sure I'm speaking for other people in diaspora. But I think those are the things that have helped me do, and I got myself involved with the things of God more because I was not working initially. When I came, like I said, it was a small town. Even when I eventually started driving, we had one car at the time, and then if I have to go anywhere, I would follow him in the morning. He leaves home like 5 a.m. I'll follow him in the morning because they do all their physical training and all of that. I'll follow him in the morning, come back with the car, sleep again if I have to, dress up, do whatever I want to do, go out, and then when he closes at work, I'll go pick him. That's how we do, you know. So it was just crazy for me. no friends, nobody, no family members, and then it dawned on me. I'm like, no way. See, if you are not careful, you can even be depressed. It's depressing. I'm not even joking. You might be like kilo shele. It's not that deep. It is, especially when you are used to being around your family, being around people, and then all of a sudden you're just all by yourself. It can be depressing, trust me. So it was a struggle for me, but I got involved with the things of God more. Yes, I mentioned the church earlier. The church helped me. When I came initially and I went to the church, and then everybody welcomed me, they made me feel at home. I was even like, okay, maybe because my husband, he was one of the ministers then. So I'm like, maybe because my husband is a minister, they should welcome me well, means I was feeling loved and everything. I'm like, it might be Ojuaye, those kind of things. Oh, God forgive me. But like that, it was consistent and everything, and I felt I am not somebody I'm always uptight. Like, I can be somewhere for 1 year and still be like this. I don't really get settled easily, But this one, they just made me feel at home. Like, anytime you find yourself in North Carolina, shout out to RCCG Victory Temple. Check them out. Those people are very loving. They are very, very loving. Very loving. I'm not supposed to say this, but no, that church, it's love that is sustaining that church. Love, genuine love. It's not even to me alone. Everybody that has passed through that church, they say the same thing. Everybody there speaks the same language. But that's by the way. So I got myself involved in the things of God. I got busy, joined this unit, joined that unit. When pastor says, okay, so we want to start this thing, and then we're looking for people to volunteer, I am the first person to raise up my hand. That kind of thing. Like, let me just get myself busy because I cannot walk. They did not allow me to walk. I was saying, it's not as if I didn't get job. I got jobs, but they were like outside the town. I have to drive like 1.5 hours every day. It was out of it. My husband was like, no. I should not worry with time and everything, because we're already planning to leave that town. But those were the things that helped me survive. The things of God, I got very involved. To go for this rehearsal, go for that rehearsal, And then I was always happy going to church because it will even cause fights, because my husband will be like, let's go, we finish service, I'll still be there, I'll just I'm like, I don't want to leave there because I know by the time I go home now, it's just me. He'll go to work and it's just me at home, And I'm not used to going to people's houses, like people that know me, I'm not really used to visiting people. But since I came here, especially my church family, not everybody do, like very, very close ones, I'll sure go there, visit them once in a while, not to just be thinking too much, So those were the things that helped me survive. I don't know, I'm sure there are people in diaspora still like me that have survived or still surviving, or people that are still struggling to survive. Please share your comment, please share your stories too, or share the tips that has helped you survive in the comment section so that other people too can read and then learn. And then as you do so, God bless you. And please that brings me to the end of this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Please help your sister, just subscribe and like if you like it. Even if you don't like it, just like it won't change anything. Just pretend like you like, and then share. And God bless you as you do. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I've been able to help you somehow, or I've been able to entertain you. But if not, maybe the next one I'll do better by the grace of God. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and do have a lovely, if it's day, if it's week, if it's weekend. Bye. See you in my next video. Because you've abandoned them, especially close family. Don't abandon your people. Don't abandon your people. The same country, or just people with like minds and everything. So I like to explore other, what's it called? Okay. So just from Dallas, like okay, and then you want to skip.